And welcome back to Music Free Gaming. I hope you're having a fabulous day. It is Saturday morning, and it is not a day for mourning. No, it is a day to celebrate being inside and warm, I hope. I hope all the warmth is with you today. We're going to have some fun. We're going to be doing all sorts of good stuff. Let's jump into Minecraft. And today, we're going to be doing some crazy stuff with this. That's right. This puffer fish, it's going to actually be useful for me today. We're going to go hunting some Nautilus. The problem is I don't have a place to put them yet. So that's going to be step one, is let's figure out, well, I kind of know where I'm going to put them. I need to figure out how I'm going to get them there. And then we're going to go grab all of our happy little fish. It's going to be great. We're hopefully, we're going to be successful with this. All right, so step number, the first one. I am going to need to I've got some buckets. Let's get some water, which is going to be on the second floor. So let's head up there. Yeah, this one. Woohoo. Okay, okay, we're on the third floor. That's cool. And we're on the 2.5 floor. Okay, here we go. I have buckets. That's cool. All right. Yeah, hopefully that'll be enough. All right, so as I said, I kind of know where these are going to go. Oh, I think I need some glass. I do. I totally need glass. This is where we're going to be putting our Nautilus. Okay. Just getting them there is going to be fun. But yes, it would be nice if the Nautilus all ended up someplace helpful. So, glass. Anyway, someplace where they were not going to leak out would be also helpful. You know, all the things. Yeah. Sorry, I'm sitting here with thoughts in my head, and I don't know how to get them out. Oh, come on, we can do it. That elevator is unfortunately less convenient than it could be. All right. All right, step one. We've got the glass in place. All right, cool. Step two. Let's eat a carrot because, heaven forbid, my hunger ends up being anywhere mildly low. Okay. Now, Nautilus, it turns out, like to be in... Oh. What's under here? Okay. Nothing that a little little water is going to hurt. Yeah, okay. All right, yeah, we're gonna be fine and stuff. Okay. Yeah, it's gonna be great. All right, so. All right, so step one, let's get some water in here. So that the Nautilus have a place to be. Now, since I plan on having a regular Nautilus as well, hopefully as a zombie and or coral Nautilus, yeah, they're going to need to breathe. The nice thing about the zombie Nautilus, oxygen is not really a problem for them. Lack of water, not really an issue. They can deal with that without any problems at all. Unfortunately, the living Nautilus are not so lucky. They actually need to breathe water. So, oops. Yeah, that needs to go there. So we're going to give them a nice place where they can breathe. Now, I probably should have done something about the floor to this little aquarium tank before I put the water in. Okay, that would have been good. Sadly, I did not, so we're just going to have to deal with that. All right. Now, I'm not worried about the Nautilus swimming out, so they can jump, but they don't. So that's a good thing. So we're going to bring them in here. And I'm going to bring them up that elevator. I already have, you can see, I already have some rails in place. Woo-hoo! That's from when I brought in all of the other critters here. Right, the guardians and the squid and stuff. So we've got a little bit of stuff here, right? A little bit of infrastructure, which is going to be good. So I guess the next step is going to be to get over here and be sure everything is set right. Looks like, yeah, everything is set to come up this way as far as the rails go. All right. Wonderful. Oh, you know what would be really handy here? Some building blocks. Okay, I'm going to need some rail, powered or otherwise. Okay. All right, so let's get some building blocks so that I can get this track up to where I need it. The good news is I should have some. I'm fairly certain that at this point in my game, I have blocks. Okay. A few of them, anyway. Yeah. Yeah, we're fine. Okay. Yeah, this will work. Yep, I've got shulkers being sorted right now. This is awesome. Gotta love it when the sorting system actually works, you know? It's always a plus. Oh, I didn't bring levers up. That's going to be helpful for the powered rails. Yeah. All right. So what I'm going to do is let's bring this up this way. Yes, but also no. I want that, but I want to kick it back just a little bit. Mostly so that there's room for me to get up here without hitting my head on that. That would be a plus. Do I have torches on me? I do. Great. All right. Cool. Now, unfortunately, there is a tree in the way, so we'll not be able to go just across that, just across the terracotta, which would be really handy. Okay, we'll just, again, keep throwing the occasional torch out here. Now, yeah, so I think what I can do is I can run across the top here. And then it's just a matter of getting them to drop off into the dealy bob here. So, awesome. That is going to be doable, right? Because all I have to do, right, is turn the rail. Minecart will go down this way. Now, the one thing I don't know is, I guess there are many things I don't know, but one of the things I don't know is how well they actually, oops, that doesn't go there. How well these things are actually going to fit into minecarts. So we'll see how this goes. Yeah, so that's gonna go there. Yeah, that's one thing I haven't tested. So we're gonna be testing this together, and I hope Nautilus can fit in minecarts. That would be really, really handy. Like, so handy. Okay. Awesome. So I need some levers, which I believe I'm fairly certain. I believe that I'm fairly certain that there are levers, yes, here in my redstone chest. Okay. Say, it's nice to be prepared. At least that's what I keep telling myself. All that time in scouts, yeah. Am I often prepared? I am sometimes prepared. That I think I think I can be at least partially convinced of that. All right, so this is the idea. We'll whip them up here and down. Now the problem is Nautilus don't do so well outside of water. So I think what I want to do, see, they're going to come up out of the water stream. Let's set up a couple of places here where I can just give them a little bit of water to go through and reset their drowning timer. Okay. Because that seems like a reasonable thing. Okay. So we'll set that there. Let's do another one right here. Okay. I think this will work out all right. Yeah, so splash through there, splash through here. And then they should splash down into the tank. Okay? Okay. Are we happy with this? Sure. At least that's what I'm going to tell myself. And, you know, why would we lie to ourselves? All right. We're fine. Everything's great here. Yeah, everything's great. I think I've lost my frogs. That would be unfortunate. But, sorry, just as a random aside, I had frogs. They managed to get on top of the build here because they jump into the trees. Okay, so there's one hanging out up there. I don't know where the other frog is, though, so I'm sure it's totally someplace where I want it to be. My fear with the frogs is they end up over here and jump in the lava. And that's just unfortunate. Or worse, I don't know if it'd actually be worse, but walk out over here and fall down and... All right. Anyway, we'll deal with frogs later. Today we're dealing with Nautilus. Okay, now, the good news is I think we're pretty well set here. So I don't think I need any more building blocks. Okay, I definitely don't need more levers. I think we're okay there. Do I need... Oops. I don't think I need anything else. You know what I should do, though, is let's get a bow. Oh, bow. Yeah, there's a bow and an arrow. All right. Because all the wonderful drown there was. Yes, we are going out into an ocean, which, you know, should surprise absolutely no one. You know, I should probably bring a bed with me. That would be helpful. That would be very helpful. So let's do the whole bed thing. Right? Right. Okay. A bed. I might have a bed. I've got some things I didn't sort, but none of them are beds. Look at all the weird armor I've picked up. That's actually a nice piece of leggings. But none of those are a bed. So, oh, rockets. I was wondering where those ended up. I threw them into the sorting system and by accident and just totally forgot that I had some. All right. Well, I guess I have to do it the old-fashioned way, just craft a bed. Or we'll take this green one. All right. Well, let us head out. Okay, so I know from experience, fairly certain from experience, yes, that this... Oh. I thought... Hang on. I thought that this... Turns out there's a bit of land here. All right, hang on. Let's head this way for a minute. I thought I had a clear path from the ocean to my base. Yes, okay. I think this is right. So if I swing around this way, cut through that. Okay, yes, I do have a way through. Okay, this river meanders all the way over here. Right? There's lots of meandering going on. Rockets would be helpful. Yes. Okay. Right, so we can come around this way. Oh, or maybe not. Hang on. All right, what I might have to do... Ooh. Yeah, I thought I had a clear path, but we may have to... we may have to do something here. All right, hang on. I'm going to land on this tree. Seems like a reasonable tree. All right. Hang on. I need to take a look at what's going on here. Actually, let's look at the map, huh? All right, so there's the ocean. There's my base. No, unfortunately, I'm going to have to dig a canal if I want to get anything from this ocean into my base. Okay. Well, I guess that's not horrible-ish. All right, so I think the way we're going to have to do this is right here. Right here seems like a reasonable place to canal. All right, so let's start this. Okay, so just going to bring a little bit of oceany goodness. Also, I don't need that stick. Right. Yeah, it's nice to have a little more red sandstone. That'll be good. All right. So this should be fine. We'll get ourselves a little bit of infinite water cutting through here. All right. Cool. And then we'll cut this way. Right through the sugar cane. It'll be great and wonderful once it, you know, does things. What's that? Oh, that's white terracotta. Okay, cool. And then I think, yeah, then we're going to have to come this way. What would be the best way of doing this? Let's just come over here. So we'll bring this kind of this way. Okay, and then we'll cut through. All right. Apparently I have to deal with some terracotta. That's fine. Terracotta's great. I like terracotta. Big fan. Also a big fan of digging it out with a pickaxe. Less of a fan of digging it out with my shovel. Okay. I know. Weird, right? Using the right tool for the right job. What is wrong with me? Okay. No, we'll get this figured out. So the good news is I've got this lovely ocean right over here. And it's a warm ocean with a coral reef. So I might, and this is what I'm hoping, I might get a coral encrusted zombie Nautilus. Okay. That would be awesome if I could do that. Now I might be able to do that anyway. Get it to spawn and stuff. It's just going to maybe take a while. We may do a lot of flying away and flying back and stuff at night. So we'll see how that goes. But first, let's give ourselves a nice... There. All right, so give ourselves a nice little canal right through the desert. Okay. All right. We good? I mean, other than the fact that this water is flowing and not, you know, infinite and stuff. Go. Fill that in, fill that in, fill that in, and there. Sweet. All right. Good. Now, now, at least we have a way of getting it back, right? So if I zoom out, here's the ocean, and cut through this canal, follow this river all the way around over here where I've got the rail pickup stuff going on, okay? So that's the plan. All right, so next step is ocean. And there is a lot of ocean. So I think what might be helpful is turning on hitboxes. So it'll be easier to see. The other thing I want to do, you know, I should have brought a shulker box with me. Because it would be nice to keep this red sand around. I don't need the sticks. Okay. But I do need to potentially... Oh, look, a raft. That's good. I do need to hunt around as well and get some pufferfish. I have 2. Okay, I don't think 2 is going to be enough. You know, just as a random guess, I don't think 2 is going to be enough. Ah, that's a pufferfish. Hi. Okay, got him. Wonderful. Ah, there's so much good stuff out here. All right. So we'll keep an eye out for more. Oh, there's another pufferfish. Okay, great. Yeah, so now, torches. I really should light this area up a little bit. Because if I don't... Who are you? Oh, you're a rabbit. Okay. If I don't, we're going to have some interesting things going on here. But... Now... Okay. Oh, I should also probably mark off where my canal is. Let's see, where was that? That was over here, right? Right? Am I right? I want to look at my map, but here, let's turn this map on. Well, that map's not enough. Oh. Right. There's bad things out here. Okay. You know what I should do? I should sleep. Sleeping is good. I'm a big fan of sleeping, and yes, let's do that. Let's do the sleep. Unfortunately, most of the mobs you find out in the deserts do not despawn in the, or don't burn in the sunlight, because they're all, you know, silly heads, right? Are I don't know if the skeletons will go or not, but some things will, and that's not ideal. All right. I just want to... Oh, look at that water that's not flowing properly. Okay, we're good? We're good. All right. I think the actual problem with that water is it was flowing, and that's not what I wanted. There's a dripstone cave under here, or a lush cave. That would be fun to find. All right. I don't really need all of these torches, but I want to light it up a bit. Just to hopefully keep the mobs away from it just a touch. All right. Now, let's go see if we can find a Nautilus. Okay. And it could be a little bit of a ways out here, I suppose. But we'll find out. They absolutely can spawn here in the ocean, so... Now, I don't know if there's a... Oh, this is a huge coral reef. I love it. I don't know if there's a zombie or a drowned ruins or something over here. It'd be nice if there were. Because that's more likely to find, what is that? Oh, that's a shipwreck. Ah, okay. There is a drown hanging out there. Actually, I might want to check that out. Because I could use a Heart of the Sea. Ooh, there's a Nautilus. There's a couple of Nautili. Nautili, Nautili, not a bucket. How about some carrots? Okay. All right. Is that a... No, these are both regular Nautilus. Perfect. All right, hang on. I need to breathe. Turns out you can't breathe with a carrot. Okay, you know, I would like to not have my arrows bounce off this dude, okay? I know, I'm weird like that. Okay, cool. All right, Nautilus, here we go. Hi, guys. Can we, No? No, no. No? Okay, I only have 2 more pufferfish, so you need to love me. Aha! Sweet, loves me. Okay, so let's see. Aha! All right, how to Nautilus. All right, this is cool. Yeah, this is good, right? Oh, this would look better if I weren't. Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. You know, nice, happy little Nautilus doing their... Oh, hi. Doing their thing, right? Crashing into stuff. That's what Nautilus do, right? All of the crashing and stuff. All right, so I guess the first question is, do we... Oh, that's not the right one. I mean, that is the right one. Apparently, I have the things on. Okay. First question is, where am I, and how do I get back to where I need to go? Also, this guy's got a little bit of speed to him. That's nice. All right. Hang on. We turn on the map. I think we're over this way. I think. I should have put better markers up. I see torches, so that's a good thing. All right. So we need to be over here. All right, so I think what I'm going to do is, oops, get my Nautilus off the ground. That would be cool. All right, sweet. So what I'm going to do is hi. I'm just going to tie him up there. And let's go see now if we can find another Nautilus, because that would be awesome. Now, what I'm looking for here would actually be a zombie Nautilus or a coral Nautilus, which unfortunately I might have to wait for night to fall to get one of those. Okay, so we're gonna... The coral Nautilus would in fact be in the coral reef, which would be great, but I don't know if they... Oh, let's F3B here. If they only show up with the ruins or not. I don't know. Oh, and I probably... Okay, that's... Yeah, that's a regular Nautilus. I also need to keep an eye out for pufferfish because I need a few more. Like this guy right here. Gotcha. All right. Oh, carrot. I must carrot too. Okay, and actually, you know, to be honest, this might be easier to do on a Nautilus. So maybe I should have gotten my Nautilus. All right. Hang on. We'll do things. Yeah, I should. I should just go get my Nautilus and swim over here. And then pillage the shipwreck. Okay, sorry. I know it's a little dark in here. I would like to please have... Okay. Nothing overly exciting there. This is a big enough one, though. There's probably stuff in this side, too, right? I don't remember what these things do. I never pillage. I don't typically do... Ah, there's a chest. Okay. Awesome. Maybe I should have looked in that chest first. Okay, don't need that. Don't need that. What do we got here, gang? Armor. Awesome. Suspicious stew. Not so great. I want a protection 3 leather tunic, I suppose. But, wow, that kind of sucks. Okay. Well, okay then. Okay then. Tell you what, let's see if I can find some more puffer fish. I think this guy swimming all alone is going to be a puffer fish. Yes. See, puffer fish, like so many people, don't like school. And they don't swim in schools because that would be silliness and stuff. Oh, you know, don't really need it, but we'll start flashback anyway, just in case I want to, you know, get something I forget to snapshot or something. Okay, I think, is that another puffer fish right there? Yes. I need to get a bunch of puffer fish anyway. Except I need, like, dried puffer fish for potions. Alright. Yeah, so... Cool. Alright, yeah, so I think what I'm going to have to do is come out at night. Hey, Snoopers! How's it going? Welcome, welcome. Glad you're here. I am hunting now for a zombie, or even better, a coral Nautilus. And what I might have to do is fly away and let more hostile mobs despawn. But see, there's a regular one. We have Nautilus now. Yes, indeed. It's part of the Mounts of Mayhem update I put in, I don't know, around Christmas, I guess. Alright, so I think we need hostile mobs to spawn here. So the problem we've got is all of the yeah, it is a giant reef. Problem we've got, it's all the pickles. The pickles, they add light, which looks really cool. That is a really cool looking reef, but they add light. And light is a problem. Oh. Here's Snooper's Island. Awesome. You've got a bed. I don't want to sleep yet. I want Nautilus to spawn. Yeah, because unfortunately, you've got the light level issue, right? There's my base, way the heck over there. It's weird, glass doesn't render. But I guess that's okay. Let's see. Yeah, harvest some pickles. I may need to. Because unfortunately, the coral reef might be too well lit. Yeah, let's just fly up a little bit. See if I can get some of the ground mobs to despawn here. All right. Yeah, so Nautilus will spawn in any ocean, which is awesome. But what I'm looking for are not drowned, like this guy here. Drowned now have the potential to spawn on a Nautilus. It's not hyper common. Okay. Which is unfortunate. It's not the most common thing ever. But if they do, then they spawn on a zombie Nautilus, which is kind of cool. But even better, if they're in a coral reef, they might spawn riding a zombie coral Nautilus, which is extra cool because then it has little coral bits on them. This is a giant reef. You are not wrong. What are you? Oh, you are a zombie horse. Okay. All right. That's not a zombie horse. I mean, it's a skeleton horse, but still. No. Oh. Hello. Oh. Turn off the ack. Okay, I just wanted to look at you. You don't need to shoot at me. Okay. Dangerous ocean. But hey, zombie camel. So that's awesome. Maybe play with that later, but not today. Not today. But yes, it's cool. I actually have I have an idea for a build that's been worming around my wee little mind. And I think it'll be cool doing stuff with camels, zombie horses, which now spawn, regular horses, and then regular and zombie villagers. So, yeah. I might even be able to do something with the skeleton horse, but we shall see. We shall totally see. Let's take a look, see what's going on down here. Oh, those are squids. Squids are not at all what I'm looking for. Right. Regular Nautilus. Awesome. I've got a regular Nautilus. Okay. Huh. Okay, let's fly up. We'll despawn the critters. Well, my elytra is only slightly dying. It's okay. So how do you tame a Nautilus? You feed it puffer fish, either dried or in buckets. Either is fine. And they, yeah, west-ish. East, west, this way. Look at all those guys. Okay, so let's see what's over this way. Yeah, because we've got a fairly huge coral reef out this way. Oops. Well, we can go east too. Just keep an eye out. Cause yeah, it goes, and it very much goes. Okay. Well then, okay. Ruins are a good thing. Oh, there's a ruined portal here too? This was an advanced civilization. They had portal technology. And also, yeah, drowned. But this is a wonderful place, potentially, assuming I don't get slain by the citizens here. This is a wonderful place to maybe find Find drowned on Nautilus. Okay, but... Alright, hi. You're out fishing today, huh? Could I ask you where there are Nautilus? Well, he was less helpful than he could have been. How about you? Can I ask you where there's Nautilus? Oh. Wonder if your friend wants to fork with me. Okay. Well, I don't want... Oh, did he drop it? Did he drop the trident? No gum for me. Okay. Hi. Can I ask you? Where are zombie Nautilus? They're not as helpful. So what will I do when I find one? So I am going to take it back with the other Nautilus that I found. Hi. What's over there? Oh, just water. I'm going to take it back and put it in the animal sanctuary I have in my base. Which will be cool. I think it'll be fun. You know, where I've got all the other fun stuff, right? Where I've got guardians and squid and axolotls. Well, I was hoping for good things there and didn't get them. Unfortunately, well, I mean, the good news is I think I've got rail and everything set up so I can get them back to the base. Oh, you know what I should do? Did you... I don't know if you've looted this, this city over here. If you haven't, I wonder if it's got... if you haven't, if there are chests in here. Aha! Okay. This goes shovel. This goes shovel, shovel. Might. Okay, that's pretty lousy. Fishing rod. No! They put it under suspicious sand! I don't have a brush on me. Alright, I guess it's going away. Sorry. Well, that's less useful than it could have been. Yeah, if you'd been over here, and maybe if you'd opened those, wouldn't be much there. Obviously, you couldn't have opened them because they had sand on top. I wonder if what's in this dude's house. Hi, could I steal your stuff? Hi, I'm Mr. Steal Your Stuff. Doesn't have stuff to steal. What's wrong with him? All right. Well, I was sort of hoping that I might be able to find some Nautilus armor. But I might have to go find another ocean to do that. Nautilus armor will keep our zombie Nautilus from getting a sunburn. Ow. You are spicy. Come here. Give me your spiciness. I had good Mexican for dinner last night. I'm all about spicy. All right. Unfortunately, drowned on Nautilus are a problem. They are dangerous if you happen to find one. All right, we'll head this way. How are my wings? Not fabulous. Not fabulous at all. Ooh. Hey, Snooper's joined. Awesome. Yeah, because if I can find some Nautilus armor, it'll make getting the zombie Nautilus back a little bit easier. Because, you know, they won't burst into flames and stuff. Which turns out not great for the Nautilus. And there are 3 of them over here. 3 Nautilus over here. Not the zombie variants, unfortunately. But there are regular ones here. Oh, hi, copper. You know, one of these days, I'll have to maybe play around with a copper farm. But today is not that day. Today, we are expanding our naughty list with Nautilus. Because if you can't put Nautilus on a naughty list, you're not even trying, okay? Honestly, Nautilus just belong on the naughty list. There is nothing else around. You know, Sanda doesn't even have to check his list twice. They just go straight to the naughty list. I know Nautilus. This is what they do, okay? That you don't even want to know what they're doing inside that shell with all those little tentacly bits. No, that is not appropriate for this channel. So, yeah, we're going to hunt them down and put them in our base because we need more naughtiness in our base or something. Yeah, no, that totally makes sense. All right. I might have to wait for it to become night. And we are still getting drowned spawns, which is good. I said any drown that spawns can spawn with a... can spawn with a Nautilus, so... So just the regular one would be ideal. Or the regular zombie Nautilus. But if I could find a coral one, that would be even better. Okie dokie. Look at all the fishes. So many fishes. Yet Nigel did make it into the nether. He's been wandering around on the roof a little bit. Oh, right, there's that horse. I'm curious if you get too close to a trap horse while it's underwater, does it still explode? Yep, it does. Cool. It absolutely does. Okay, good to know. We're not going over there anymore ever again. Huh. Okay, hi. I have made mistakes in my life. That was one of them. Oh, okay. Ow. Look, soggy children are not anything I want to deal with anymore. Okay, there we go. Silly soggy children. Yeah. Yep, the more you know. Okay, well. On the plus side, we now have a bunch of soggy skeletons on horses. Oh, the Elytra is not loving this. Okay, if I have to, I can fly back and repair the wings. But actually, you know what? Since I do need nightfall, I think, for the zombie goodness, let's head back towards my base. We'll drink some soda while the thoughts actually load. Okay. So somewhere over here. Somewhere over the rainbow. Is that really a big hole, or is that just a rendering glitch? Okay, now I'm curious. I must check out this random hole. Oh, it is indeed a large random hole. Cool. Okay, I can do it. I can fly. I believe in myself. If I just take a couple of steps and jump, be okay. All right, so right down here-ish. Yeah, right here. Sweet. I actually have a way into it from my base, but... Woohoo! But this is easier since I'm right here. Let me just real quick... I need to finish this tunnel. Anyway. Let's just real quick grab some things I don't need. The ingots. I don't need any of that. All right. Just real quick, let's hop over here. make with the slicey dicey for our spider widers. Now, this does take just a minute to warm up, as it takes a little bit for the spiders to decide that they want to go down the hallway of doom. But when they do, then it's all sorts of fun. Yeah, see, they like to hop in there, and they get they eventually slide down the hallway of doom, and up here where I can cut their spidery eyes out, which honestly sounds gross, and it really is. Let's be honest, it is not great. Yeah, unfortunately, yeah, the spiders get stuck where the water stops. And we're looking through a rock right now. X-ray, because we're cool like that. But eventually, peer pressure overcomes their hesitancy. Basically, they just push each other out until they end up into the water stream. It's great. Yeah, come on, guys. You can do it. You totally want to come over here. Yeah. See where I can slice your little bits off. There we go. And repair my elytra. It's not quite as fast as going to the Enderman farm, but I do need the spider eyes, so we'll take what we can get here. Okay, come on. They do eventually show up, which is good. Yeah. But, yeah, and you have to stand about here on this frog light to activate both spawners. But the good news is they can't get at you from here, so that's awesome. Okay. The wings are getting there. The good news is cave spiders actually give a fair amount of XP when you slay them. So that's cool. All right. Yes, it just takes a while. So they all get sort of pushed over eventually, and they get through the traffic jam, and yeah, see, we get the eventual cave spider. It's cool. Eventually. It's eventually cool. That's the words I'm going for. Speaking of eventually cool, apparently there's that cold front that's going across the US today. Today, tomorrow, something. For those of you who are looking at impending cold, I hope you have a chance to bundle up, snuggle up with, a warm blanket, something, a hot beverage if possible, friends and family. Yeah, all the snuggly warmness. Yeah, so these guys, they're trying to snuggle up, but you ever tried snuggling up in a pool? It's just awkward. Admittedly, I've never tried snuggling up really in a pool, so maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's really easy. Okay, how are my wings doing? Pretty close. Okay. Doing okay. Just a couple more spiders, I think, and then we're good. Okay, yeah, now we're starting to, we're good. All right, nice. And night has fallen, so let's get out of here. Do I have gamma? Oh, I do have the gamma override on. Okay. That's fine. I'll go ahead and leave it on. It'll make it easier. Oh. Hang on, I have to get rockets. Do I have an empty box? Anything? Yes, okay. Hi. Let's just throw a bunch of random garbage in here, okay? Okay. But I do need more rockets. Turns out, if you're going to spend the night flying around, you're going to burn through rockets something fierce. So, yeah. Hey, Sprite, how's it going? Welcome, welcome. Hope you're having a fabulous day. I am. All right. I am going to go fly. Ow. Smash my face into things. Also fun. All right. So, somewhere over here, I hope, we'll see if we can get ourselves a zombie Nautilus. That's the plan. Can't really complain. That is fabulous, right? Okay, okay. Let's see what we can find. Because these guys are just sort of out here somewhere. Supers, you can complain. That's fair. Okay, so F3B. Let's turn on the hitboxes. And let's see if we can find ourselves a drowned riding a Nautilus. This is in fact a giant coral reef. You know, this ship is actually in surprisingly good shape. I'm kind of shocked. You're complaining happened between 2 and 3 weeks between New Year's. Okay. That's reasonable. Hi. Oh, hi. Well. That zombie is less soggy than he could be. All right, cool. Well, this place has been probably pillaged. Makes sense, because that's Snooper's right there. Or her house. That just looks cooler with the lights off. Okay. But you can't see with the lights off, so we're turning the gamma override on so we can all see. Okay. I would like to get a zombie with a Nautilus. Come on, I need a zombie with a sweet ride. Oh yes, that's where we're at today. I already have underwater skeletons on horses, so we're doing okay. Provided we don't go too crazy. Right? Right, absolutely. How do you tame a Nautilus? So you feed it buckets of either buckets, or I think you can do the dead puffer fish. Just right click on them with it. Sprite got sick after Christmas with flu or COVID. Oh. Minor medical thing. And they had to sedate you for it. Ew, that doesn't sound like fun. No, went to the operating room, not the emergency room. Fair. Fair. Okay. Might have to fly up. You are not riding anything cool. You have a Nautilus shell. That's... You know, now they're just taunting me, okay? That's just taunting, right? I wanted the Nautilus, and he had a Nautilus shell. It's like, see, I had a Nautilus and you don't. Ha ha. Man, these drowned, man. They're the jerks of the sea. I think that's just it. These guys, the jerks of the sea, right here. Oh, hi. Where's my axe? Okay. Let's all right, up we go. Let's see what else we can find. Yeah, so yeah, once you tame a Nautilus, then you need a saddle to be able to control it. So you can put the saddle on it and ride it around. And when you're riding it, it has like a lunge, sort of like a camel does. So, yeah, it's cool. Sprite says, normally it's something that's handled right in the doctor's office. Oh, something isn't uncommon, but also not super common. Okay, that's fair. Look at all these guys. Oh, zombie camel. All right. Oh, yeah, we're going to have fun with zombie camels. I said, I have an idea. I don't know how I'm going to make it work, but I have ideas. Okay, so... So yeah, we'll keep coming. I don't know. Do they keep spawning in drowned cities and stuff? Can't explain too much without TMI. I get that. Totally get that. My wife has had some TMI stuff going on, and that's been a bit annoying and scary and stuff. So actually, it's not even scary because it's not that bad. It's just you never like having to go to a doctor for things, you know? Though, no, it's it's very TMI. So, yeah. Oh, birth control related things. That's fair. Yeah. My wife is dealing with stuff that's hormonal because she, like I have been doing, well, this is just stupid. She's been working to lose weight like I have. And she has also lost like 40 pounds, okay, which is amazing. But it turns out weight loss like that will screw with your hormones. And that's caused her a couple of issues. Nothing crazy, but just some weirdness. Okay. You know, I would very much like to just find a Nautilus and get them moved. Or a zombie Nautilus. Regular Nautili are just everywhere. They're not a lie. They're not. They are, in fact, true. See? There is truth here. It is definitely not a lie. I'm sorry. I thought the bad jokes were going to be restricted to Riley, the music-free bot. But no. Nope, I am just going to sink here with the weight of my dad jokes. This is just where it's going to go. Okay. Oh, dad joke, stream joke. What happens when you cross a sheep with a kangaroo? A woolly jumper. Yes, okay. All right. Yeah, what I might need to do... Ooh, look, it's wet. Oh, wet is a good thing. Rain means that hostile mobs can still spawn, which is good. Yeah, see, the problem I've got, I might need to just come out here. I don't know if I want to do it close to shore, but find a good spot out here somewhere and clean out a bunch of sea pickles. Just so that we've got a spot where there's more, where we can get some more zombies to spawn. Alright, okay, we can do the thing. I like sea pickles anyway. It would probably be nicer if I, picked them up. I know, as weird as that is, right? Pick up the resources you're mining. Huh. What sort of silliness is that? Yep. Okay. Oh yeah, we're gonna have so many pickles. Alright, now, hang on. I said it would be nice to actually collect them. I have thought about building a sea pickle farm. Just for, well, sea pickles. Turns out, sea pickles are fun to decorate with, but they're also great for use in redstone. Yes, that is true. You can use them to help redirect water streams sometimes, or to align items within water streams, which is really handy. Your oldest has gotten into a game that you've off and on played for years. Oh, Okay. Oh, but it's a paid sub game, right? Oh, that's fun. Is that it was like, because you were playing, like, was that Final Fantasy, was it 14? Is that the MOBA? Or not, not MOBA. Uh, yeah, the thing. Yeah, 14. That's the exact game. Yeah, MMO. Thank you. I'm not a true gamer. I don't remember the names of things. Yep, I get it. You know, it's not 14. I have Final Fantasy 15 sitting on the shelf behind me. I have yet to play it. I say I knew there were sea pickles here. Haha. You can't hide your light under a bushel. No. You might want to let it shine, but I will remove your lights and stuff. Oh, that's snoopers. Cool. It's like, wait a minute, is that a zombie? No. No, it's... Alright. We have ourselves a merry little... I would say Christmas, but it's not Christmas anymore. That would be silly. Alright, so let's see now. We get this going. Yeah, just trying to clean up a bunch of this. Alright. Yeah, 15 somehow on Steam. Okay. Yeah, I picked it up. I think I was at a GameStop several years ago when those still existed, and they were having this big buy one get three free sale or something ridiculous. So I got a bunch of games. I got... Oh, snoopers! You're not supposed to drown. Okay, where... Okay, breathing is good. Where did you drown? But, I mean, at least it was close. Unfortunately, I'm loading this area, so I don't know where you drowned, so I can't... Oh, look. I think this is it. All right, cool. Yeah. Okay, I was just thinking... Oh, look. Yes, I see. Conduits. Awesome. Do I have chests. Okay. Here, let me see if I can throw stuff in there. I don't know what you had. The drowned had the elytra. Let's see. Hang on. I'm going to drown. Hang on, I gotta get out of here. I would like to breathe too. That would be really silly to drown while rescuing the stuff from when you drown. Okay. What's over here? Oh, that's a squid making out with some seagrass. Cool. Right. Okay, I think that's just sand and stone. Okay. Okay. Anyway, let's see if I can get some more of your... We'll just throw the sea pickles in there. I had a Nautilus shell. Bunch. Okay. All right. Okay. There's your pickaxe. That one's my pickaxe. Prismarine. I don't know how many rockets you had. We'll just throw some in there. If you're missing stuff, let me know. Oh, hey, that's me. Hi. I guess that's both of us. Hi. Okay. We're good. We're fine. We're not drowning. It's all good. All right. Anyway. Yeah, no worries. I have my wings. Yep, I'm okay. Oh, so what is on my wings? I have Unbreaking 3 and Mending. Or are you talking about the my armor trim or my cape? That is the, I don't know, it's the one they put out with Mounts of Mayhem. It's I forgot what they called it. But when the Mounts of Mayhem released, Cheap Pickles. Hey, exactly. Hey, how's it going, Cher, over there on YouTube? No, when Mounts of Mayhem released, they had a thing that if you went into Bedrock and I can't remember, you had to do something with the Nautilus, or no, maybe you had to like slay 8 mobs with a spear or something like that. So I did that. Oh, that's the, okay. Yeah, unfortunately, I don't think that's a thing anymore, but it looks really cool. I liked the copper cape. Missing a diamond. Oh, I have it. I do have it. I've got it right here. Ta-da! Okay. Okay, so yeah, that was so that was fun. I didn't know what the cape was going to look like, and now that I've got it, it's really cool because it's sort of, it's almost like it's like a camouflage pattern, which is fun. But I like the copper cape. That was really cool too. So, do I have Sparky? What is Sparky? I have shears. I have coal. Okay. Hang on. I shall get those. I don't see. I don't see it. Enchanted flint. I do not have enchanted flint. I have iron nuggets. No, I've got some shears, but I don't have enchanted flint. Or flint and steel, yeah. Nope, sorry, I do not have it. Okay. Yeah, so what we're doing, for those of you who are new, we're going warp speed because of that dolphin. I'm trying to get a zombie Nautilus. But those happen with drowned spawns. So what I'm doing is creating a dark patch here in this happy little coral reef here. And then hopefully, it's a pufferfish. Let's see if I can. Hi. There we go. So I'm hoping to create a dark area. You've never seen one. Okay. You've never seen a Nautilus, or have never seen a zombie Nautilus? The good news is I have a Nautilus, assuming it didn't break its lead. Well, a zombie one. Yeah. I've never seen one myself in game. I've seen people get them in videos and things, but okay. Yeah, no, conduit in that area is going to be perfect, actually. That'll be great. At least then we'll be able to breathe. The Nautilus is really cool because it lets you, I guess it doesn't quite let you breathe underwater, but you don't run out of air underwater. And that's a subtle difference, but it's an important one. Because what it means is that if you are almost out of oxygen, what's that? Oh, it's pickles. If you're almost out of oxygen, it'll keep you from drowning, but you don't regain bubbles. Okay. So, yeah, it'll just be, I've been really bad at keeping the dark area, together. So it's great if you want to get in and explore and do stuff and keeping you alive, but it won't, so it won't let you keep living. Oh, look. Drowned with a fishing pole. Hi, dude. I, too, am fishing. But because you don't have a sweet ride, I'm just going to have to... I was like, why can I suddenly see? Because the conduit's in place. Awesome. Okay. All right. Let's clear out this area. Again, if I can get a dark area where more zombies will spawn, that'd be awesome. Where's a... I was going to say, there's some sea pickles around here somewhere. All right. Cool. The one drawback is this bit of land. So I'm going to get up here and let's light this area up a little bit. Hi. I think I have a bunch of your torches, snoopers, but... Oh, look at all these guys who want to shoot me in the face. Could you not shoot me in the face? That would be great. Yeah. I'm okay. He doesn't want to shoot me in the face. That's fine. The creepers are nice. They don't want to do the whole face shooting thing, which is great. Okay. Actually, these skeletons are kind of cool because they shoot arrows of weakness, which means you could do some really cool things if you need... oh, so many sea pickles. If you need to weaken villagers, for example, and don't have weakness potions or other things. It can be really cool. All right. Okay. Yeah, I'm just going to see if I can light this island up a little bit. Because if I can keep it mostly lit, then hopefully most of our spawns will end up... Ouch. Okay. Yeah, most of our spawns will then end up in the ocean, which is awesome. Aha, serpentine, serpentine. You can't catch me. I'm too fast. Okay. Yeah, that's right. Quick as a rabbit. Quicker than a rabbit, because I'm totally outrunning that rabbit. Okay, here comes our zombie Tanko Doom. Cool. Hi. Okay, I suppose I should probably leave now. Okay, no, we're good. Everything's great. Yeah, they're totally fine. Okay. All right, let's take a quick zip around the ocean here and see if we can't find ourselves a zombie, or a drowned with a zombie Nautilus. I mean, I think technically a zombie Nautilus can spawn on its own. Wow, the range of that conduit is insane. I didn't realize it was so far. Okay. But yes, apparently, I guess in theory the zombie Nautilus can spawn on its own, but I think. But yeah, see, the nice thing about doing this here, though, is if you can get a zombie Nautilus with, or in a coral reef, you could end up with a coral Nautilus, which is more colorful, which is fun. Hi. So yeah, that's part of the reason I'm looking for one out here. All right. Yeah, we've got all this fun area out here. So you left the area I'm working on? Okay, cool. Honestly, I should... Here, let me jump up on this island. I'm going to set up a chest real quick. Where I can dump all of these sea pickles. That's not how you put down chests. Okay, sea pickles. Ta-da! Alright, well, that's cool. All right. Yeah, definitely. Zombies on an island. All right. Okay, pickles, pickles, all the pickles. Collect them and we will not tickle. Okay. Yeah, something like that. Okay. There are sea pickles here too. All right. Eventually we'll get them all. Yeah. All the cheap pickles. I mean, not that pickles are hard to get anyway. Setting up a sea pickle farm is not difficult. I'm actually really tempted to take the moss farm I've got and build a couple of them, or maybe just build it really tall and take advantage of the bone meal for some farms. Okay. All right, so we've got ourselves a bunch of stuff. Ooh. Pufferfish. Okay, cool. All right, let's see now. Hi, guys. I'm probably too close for zombies to be spawning. All right, do zombies spawn in the conduit area? I'm sure they do. They've got to. Total. 100%. They almost certainly have to. But where are they? Okay, we've got squids. Oh, there's one over there. Okay, this dude does not have a sweet ride. I might have to fly up, clear the mobs, and then come back. Okay. Hi. Okay. Yeah, I think that's going to have to be something I do here. So let's fly up. I'm going to place some torches down here. It's going to light up a little bit of the ocean, but I want to keep the land clear so that we don't get... Oh! Husk with a spear. Right. Hi. Okay. Thanks. Oh, yeah. Also, kill off the zombie that's carrying stuff. Awesome. Yeah, since husks and other mobs, zombie type mobs can spawn with spears now, so that's a thing we get to deal with. Fortunately, the spear doesn't matter much unless you've got some speed behind you. But guess what has speed? Yeah, zombie children. Yeah, not fabulous. Very much not fabulous. Okay. Yes, we'll get this island lit up. We should have some more success here soon. But first, because we won't have the surface to deal with, at least during the day now, and soon at night, we will not have to worry about the surface here. All right, good enough. All right, let's see if I can maybe clear out some mobs here. Okay, that should be high enough. All right. Oh, look, pickles. Got any pickles? All right. All right, all right. Zombies, where are you? Where are you, zombie friends? I want your sweet Nautilus ride. For some strange reason, they're not here. All right, that's fine. Here, I'll fly over this way. this, I mean, I was hanging out over the coral reef again because I was hoping for, you know, the coral nautilus, but okay, you are a nautilus without, or you're a zombie without a nautilus, so cool. Oh, this is fun. Yeah, see, there's a not zombie nautilus. All right, let's see now. Do we have anything cool in here? No, no riches to pillage. Well, that's unfortunate. That is totally unfortunate. I wanted all of your stuff. Okay, well, you know, we're not seeing a lot of drowned here. Which I guess makes sense, but it's still annoying. All right. Let's see. We've got a bunch of stuff flying over there. Swimming. Okay, and let's see. We were over here, I think is our dark spot. Oh. Nope. That's a snoopers. That's totally not a drowned. So that's... Oh, we got pufferfish. That's great. Wow. Not a lot of drowned. I mean, they're supposed to spawn out here. They really are. Uh-huh. That's how the game works. You'll spawn with the Nautilus, please. It'll make these so much more fun. Not that, you know, flying around the ocean isn't fun. I mean, people like to go flying out to tropical destinations all the time, right? Swim with the dolphins, check out the coral reefs, you know, that's what we're doing here. Oh, hang on. This is obviously a tuna. Because tuna is the chicken of the sea. Right? So that's totally what this is. This is 100% a tuna. Yeah. Yeah, okay. Fine. Tuna. Alright, well then, let's... Oh. Well, fine. Any more drowned? Of course, you get too close to the Mushroom Island and we may duck into biomes where they don't spawn, but... Come on, here we go. Hey, how's it going there, Spark? Spark Ranger over there on YouTube. Hope you're having a fabulous day. Be very quiet. We're hunting Nautilus. Yeah, I'm looking for a zombie Nautilus. That's our task for the day. A zombie coral Nautilus would be even better, but for the moment, I just want a zombie one. Because it'll be fun to throw into captivity. So, yeah. Oh, hello. Are you cool? Oh, no, that's Snoopers. Still, not a drowned. Still not. Okay, oh, I would probably do better eating a carrot, not a pufferfish. Yeah, but they just are not... They're not spawning. Now, again, I may need to go up higher so they're not spawning in the caves or something underneath the ocean. But I would very much like to see stuff. The pufferfish is spicy. Yeah, yeah. Hi. Tell me, do you... Oh, nope. Here, I guess I could switch to my sword. It doesn't matter. I guess. Hi. He didn't have a sweet ride, so I had to kill him. You know, that's the way of things. I'm sorry. You are not traveling the oceans with a sweet ride, and therefore you must taste my netherite. Which isn't nearly as spicy when soggy, but actually I don't have flame aspect on my sword. So no, my sword isn't particularly spicy. But, you know, still, the lack of the sweet ride is the problem here, not my lack of spicy sword. Ah, okay. Let's see. What do you got? What do you got? What do you got? What do you got? Okay. Nautilus. No? No. Well, come on, man. These guys just don't understand my needs. Don't they know that they're here to fulfill my needs? Their wants and desires are secondary to mine. Don't they know this? Ah, man. All right. Yeah, so obviously the for real, yeah, right? Now the drowned will spawn in the dark spaces of the ocean. It's bright and sunny out, so you know that's not quite as helpful. Snoopers has been helping me clean out a dark area here. She set up a conduit. But a dark area here in this section of coral reef. So hopefully we may see some drowned show up out here too. Which again, I'm looking for the drowned with the zombies with the coral nautilus. That's the word. You know, it's still too early in the morning, okay? I've been up for 4 hours. You'd think I'd have things, you know, functional in my brain, but no. That is too much to ask. All right, we'll head over this way. Do I need more rockets? Eventually. Okay for the moment, though. Oh, where did this drowned go? Oh, where can they be? I'm flying over a coral reef, and it's in a warm sea. Wow. You want to talk about how long you've been awake for? Yeah, well, you know. Thanks, Snoopers. Yes, if there's one thing I'm good at, rhyming isn't it. All right, do I need to get lower? Yes. Hi. Hi. Oh, and I'm purple now. Purple's good. Jeez, where's the... Sun's getting real low. Yeah. Okay. Fortunately, my elytra durability isn't, so... We should be good. Hanging around the ocean and this section of coral reef. Hopefully we'll be able to find some sweet dead nautilus. Or undead nautilus, actually. Even more fun. But, you know, still. Got the rabbits. Speaking of rabbits, have you all seen the new baby mobs that are coming out here with the next, that are in the next snapshot? They are super cute and cuddly. I saw some of those, I think Exuma did a good video showing all of them, but yeah, they're cute and adorable, and I love it. I'm hoping that it's a sign that Minecraft, or that Mojang is going to update the models for all the mobs in Minecraft. You know, something like the Fresh Animations mod, but vanilla. That would be really cool. All right, let's get down here and see if we can find some more. Find some more drowned. Okay, I am seeing some zombie-like people. Okay. Oh, that's a snoopers. Thought I saw one over here, but maybe I was mistaken. And the dolphin's grace is cool. Okay. But yeah, I'm really, really curious, actually. Or not just curious. I'm really excited if that all kicks in. Maybe adding a data pack that would allow us to keep mobs as babies. Because if you're going to have a cute, adorable kitten, you know, you just need to have cute, adorable kitten forever. Because letting it grow up would just be wrong, right? That's how that works. Okay. Let's see now. I don't think this one is riding a Nautilus. Nope. So the data pack already exists, right? Yes. It's over on the vanilla tweaks. But with the new models coming out, it's like, yeah, I'm really tempted to have a, hey, super cute mobs forever data pack on. I don't typically do it. Like, I played on a server years ago that had a data pack to, or a mod or something that would allow you to keep the baby mobs as babies. But I never really got into it because, I don't know, they just weren't cute enough for me. I'm sorry, you're not cute enough for me to save. You know, that's totally not a problem or anything. But I don't think that guy... Can't tell what's going on with that guy over there at all. But now with the new mobs that are just, like, ridiculously cute, it's like, yeah, I could use a kitten. Like, in real life and in Minecraft. Sadly, I don't have one in either. Okay, so he's gone. There's one over there. Said we're looking for the drowned. I'm just slaying their little pruny hides because I'm gonna try to free up mobcap and stuff like that for other drowned to spawn with hopefully a Nautilus. Yeah, he's only himself, so you know. Yes, I'm looking for the Nautilus Riders of Pern here, because that's how that worked. There's another drowned over there. Now, actually, the Riders of Pern, they did have dolphin riders, as I recall. Boy, there was a story that took a turn. Aha! That's what I'm looking for. Okay. All right, we have to do this all careful like. All right, I'm going to turn on the gamma so you can see what's going on, but see, oh, it's a coral one too. Oh, sweet. Okay. We got to do this all careful like. So you need to go away. Oh, no. Oh, he's throwing the forks of doom. Forks of doom throwing is not okay. Yes, I'm going to carjack you, but still, that doesn't mean you get to stick a fork in me. Okay. Okay, perfect. Okay, you? Yeah. Perfect. And he loves me? And where did he go? Aha. Sweet. Okay. Saddle. Awesome. And we go. No. Hi. Perfect. Woohoo. Sweet. All right. Now, where the heck am I? Okay, there's my base over there. Woohoo! This is awesome. All right. Yeah, look at this. Yeah, look at this little guy. You know, that's all sorts of fun and stuff, right? Yeah. I should, if I'm going to free cam, I should probably do it this way where it's easier to control. Yeah. Okay, that drowned is not happy with me, but that's okay. Yeah, so apparently if you, oops, got off of it. If you jump, there's a little bit of a dash thing that it can do. Yeah, it's just like a horse or a camel. Which, if you have a spear, you can then use to that speed to do, pokey things with the spear, which is awesome. All right, so now we have ourselves a Nautilus. That's what we have. Okay, and it's the coral one. Love it. Now, hopefully, I can keep this thing alive. That would be helpful. Okay. That would be very helpful. So we are going to move him second, okay? Somewhere over here. There we go. There we go. Let's go ahead and grab this guy. Up. Yeah, the controls are a little bit funky. It's like the happy gas controls. Oh, no. Get off the land. Thank you. Okay. Turns out Nautilus, not exactly on-road creatures. All right. Oh, good. Thank you, Snoopers. Hi. I'd like to go up, please. Thank you. Yeah, no, we got the thing. Oh, hi. No, you need to not. You need to stay away from my little Shelly friends. That's right. That's right. Okay, so we weave our way through this. Did I lose my... I did. Hi! Come back here, my dude. You need to come with me. All right. Sweet. Okay. Or you need to not come with me. That's fine, too. All right. I mean, I suppose I could come back. Tell you what, we'll come back. Oh, I got a trident. Huh, cool. I didn't even notice. I stole the guy's ride and his weapon. Man, I am so good at this crime thing. Should I do crime all the time? That would just be silly, right? Yeah, that would be silly. Let's not do crime. But sweet. I am like the best at Grand Theft Nautilus. Okay, turn off the up. Here we go. All right, here we go. Oh, stream joke. What did the piece of bread say to the knife? Butter me up. Yeah. Okay. Sure. All right, so we're going to do this. Now, I'm going to use the regular Nautilus first because I'm not 100% convinced I have enough water along the way to get him to safety. And if I'm going to have one die, I'm going to have the easy one to get die. Okay. All right, let's pop up the map. I think we're okay. No. Somebody over there was trying to throw their silverware at me, and that's not okay. I think he actually hit my Nautilus. Okay. Yeah. All right, so we meander right on over this way. Okay. Yeah, these things don't have a lot of health, but you can get armor for them. You can find up all the way up to diamond armor, I think, in chests and stuff. I guess I can turn off the gamma override. And then you can craft Nautilus armor, which is, just a special breed of fun, right? The Nautilus armor in netherite. It actually looks cool, but you can't see them, so you know, can't see their cool shells and stuff. So, oh, I have to go around. Hang on, which way do I have to go? Oh, I have to go all the way around. Okay, this is why. This is no. Let's put that one. That's why I had a map up so I could sort of see. Why do you keep dying? I guess maybe I keep getting him up high enough out of the water so that he's burning in the sun. That's not ideal. Okay. I might need a splash potion of harming. Okay, I don't know that I have the stuff to make that, but I might have to. Might have to go deal with that. Okay. The other thing I'll need to be sure to do is at least move this guy at night. Okay. So that the harmful rays of the day star, the nasty yellow face, doesn't cause problems. Yes, and I can breathe when I'm, or at least it's not that I can breathe, it's that I don't use oxygen when I'm on the Nautilus. It's slightly different. Okay, we good? We're good. Okay. Somewhere over the Badlands is my base. I'm gonna get all my Nautilus with their swirly face. Okay, here we go. This is where we need them to be. Perfect. Now, what I don't know for sure, what I don't know for sure is if I can actually put these guys in. Okay, go there. Yeah, I don't know if I can put them in minecarts. I hope I can, because if I, okay, you can stick around there too. All right, sweet. Okay, so we've got ourselves some Nautilus, which is awesome. Now I need minecarts. Oh, and a Nautilus shell head. You look like you're in space, dude. It almost looks like a space helmet. Gotta love it. All right, I need to go get a minecart. So let's meander up here. Yeah, game override is off. They won't despawn because they've been tamed. I probably should get some name tags for them too, but they're named and they have saddles on, so I think they should be okay for that. All right, so I need to get some. Turn the map off. I need to get a minecart. I'm going to take a quick run to the bathroom, and then we will see about moving some Nautilus up. So that's going to be fun. So I will be back here in just a moment. All right. Sleepy time. Sleepy time. Gonna sleep, it's sleepy time. In the bed. Okay. I had other words to that. I'm not. Actually, I didn't have other words. I'm just going to stop. Because randomly rhyming and singing on stream works for some people. And I'm not one of those people, but that doesn't stop me, darn it. I will, in fact, stream and scream and sing and all that stuff all at the same time. And sometimes it works. This is not one of those times. Okay. Oh, stream joke. I asked the surgeon if I could administer my own anesthetic. They said, go ahead, knock yourself out. Okay. I need stuff. So, oops, that's the food box. Mob drops. Yeah. There we go. All right, we'll slap our pufferfish in there and the Nautilus shell. That's just silly. All right, yes, we are 100% going to have to enchant the heck out of this trident. Okay. These two Nautilus are very affectionate. Yeah, well, one of them is slightly dead, but very shiny. And, you know, I bet the Nautilus likes a bad boy or something. So, you know, I can see it. All right. Okay, I need pickaxe. Great. Probably aren't. I'm not going to need the shulker, but I'll take it with me. All right. Let's go. Let's bring Nautilus up here and hope that this works. All right, so the plan here. Yeah, they're definitely. Well, you know, it's almost Valentine's Day. It makes sense. Okay. Okay. I was gonna say, you're gonna do the thing, right? All right, so we mine carts. And next, we're going to take our regular Nautilus. Hi. Okay. I'm just gonna break the lead. That'll be the easiest way of doing this. All right. Yeah, take care, Spark. Ah, okay. I'm gonna drown and stuff. That's cool. All right, come back here. Okay, let's see if I can. Okay, no, we got it. We got it. We got it. All right, so if you sit up here, yes. Okay, Nautilus and minecarts, perfect, just like nature intended. Okay, so you. Up you go. Now, I've done this with squid, so I think this will work. I hope. Okay. Okay, here he comes. Yep. Sweet. All right, so it should end up right up here. So let's fly right through. Ouch. Okay, get a little up close and personal with the happy ghast. It's all good. So assuming I did this right, which is a bold assumption, I know. Oh, there it goes. Okay, cool. And still wet and soggy. Perfect. Okay, I fell off, but, you know, that's normal. That's very normal. Okay, so we should now have a Nautilus. Perfect. Okay. Love it. All right, and I have shears on me. Yep, I do. Perfect. Also, yeah, so the shears, if you want to get the saddle off without hopping on the Nautilus, that's how you do it. You can just use shears to cut them off. All right, and you have, first off, let's get you out of the minecart. And, ta-da, okay. And it's got full health, which is wonderful. All right. Cool, so, yeah, now the good news is we're all inside, so we shouldn't have to worry about anything like that. Oh, where are my shears? Hi. Okay, take the saddle. Perfect. All right. So the next one, I'm going to move, but I need to move at night so it doesn't burn. And I didn't do any sort of decoration or anything in here, which I should do. But does it need to be named? It probably doesn't. But let's do Oh, I've got it. I've got it. I've got it. I need... Oh, okay. They don't need to be named. No, it's all good. It's all good. Don't worry about it. It gives me an excuse to go get some name tags. All right, so I need some money because, you know, that's how these things work. All right. Let's meander over here. Hi, you sell name tags, right? Yep. Oh, really? Turns out they're more expensive than I was thinking. It's not sad. But that's okay. I have more money. All right. Let's go get a second one. It would be kind of, yeah, inflation, right? Actually, I think this was... Well, I mean, this guy had a zombie eat his brain, so the name tags are cheaper. So there's that. Okay, I don't need rotten flesh. Yeah. So we're gonna name this one Shelly because I'm creative like that. And then I'm kind of thinking I'm gonna name the other one Carl. No, we'll just go Carl. There we go. Assuming it survives. I really hope it survives. I want it to survive. It needs to live here in, you know, perpetual peace and love. Okay. Yeah, Carl seems like a good name for a coral thing. So, you know. All right, so Shelly. Hi, Shelly. There you go. All right. Sweet. Let's eat the real food, not the spicy food. Okay, so the next thing we need to do then is wait for nightfall. All right. Well, that's good. And I'll name the other one after we get it into the tank. Not that it will make a lot of difference. I can get name tags easily, but sweet. All right. So my wings are good. Look. What the heck is this? That's just okay. That's got to go away. I'm sorry. You are there's too much whimsy happening here. We must remove said whimsy. Okay, it's just too much. All right, there we go. All right. Looks like a trail route. Actually, it's hard to tell because I am in a Badlands. So I don't know if it's just the Badlands that's under here. Yeah, it looks like it's just Badlands. But you're right, it does look like it could be one. Yeah, if I were in a taiga biome or something like that, that's 100% what that would be. Okay, so all right, just need to wait for night, which is totally a thing. What's happening over here? Oh, that's what's happening over there. Creeper's happening over there. It's like I see something green in there. What is going on? Okay, and now I don't care. Oh, anyway. All right, so let's get our setup in place. Okay. So we'll get our rails put back together here. What am I carrying that I shouldn't be? Okay, that's fine. A pufferfish head. I mean, sure. That seems reasonable. Yeah, pufferfish heads are totally something I would always carry on me all the time. All right, we'll just stick that in the bag. Okie dokie. Falling. I know. It's shocking. I just... My ability to fall cannot be overstated. All right, so let's go ahead and get our next minecart going. All right, I should... You know, I should just carry a second bundle for junk stuff. For just the... Hey, I've got, like, a handful of these things. Can I just stick them in a thing? Okay. So once night starts to fall, which should be soon, we'll get this guy into the minecart. And we should be good to go. All right, how you doing? Okay. It's only at half health, which isn't great, but hopefully it'll be enough. All right. All right. All right. All right. All right. So, yeah, because he looks cool though, right? With all of the coral growing on him. Yeah, the regular zombie Nautilus, obviously the Nautilus itself is green as opposed to being orange like the regular ones, and the shell is sort of a green texture. So, you know, there's that. You know, I've got a pufferfish. I wonder if I can... Here. Okay, yes, I think that helps. It did help. Perfect. Oh, I didn't realize that the owner was tagged on it. Cool. Yeah, good. So we fed him that Nautilus, or that pufferfish, and it's good. Yep. Unfortunately, I don't have any other buckets of... Any bucket of fish. There are fish here. Hi. Come here, fish. Oi! Come here. Get in my bucket. Alright. Ah. Yes. Okay. Good. Thanks for the reminder there, Snoopers. And now maybe you can spell Nautilus correctly. Boy, that's more than I can do. All right. That's why it was spelled Naughty List on the sign, because I couldn't remember how to spell this silly thing. All right. So up. All right, cool. We're in the minecart. It's actually kind of fun. They can get into the minecart while you're riding them. That's a thing. All right. Now, the Nautilus, the zombie Nautilus can't drown. So I'm not worried about the water along the way. I'm just worried about them burning at night. So since they can't burn at night, we're doing all right then. All right, so let's go ahead and head inside. All right. Oh, this would be the easiest way up. Take the ladder. Of course, I might have outflown the minecart, which would be a problem. All right, so let's take a quick... Okay, here he comes. All right. There he comes. Yeah, so in a lot of ways, a zombie Nautilus is actually better for exploring than a regular Nautilus because they don't burn. So you don't have to worry about any of that. All right, cool. So we'll break the minecarts. He's now Carl. Just take off the saddle. Sweet. All right. We're good. We are good. So this can go away. Oops, that should probably stay. Oh, sweet. All right. No, I am happy about this. All right. Yeah, what I need to do is get a little bit more light in there so we can see them. If only I had, I don't know, sea pickles or something. Then, you know, we could... I should get under here and replace this. Give him something a little more natural, right? Get some sand down under there, right? Because I did some decorating over here, right? I should do something similar with these guys. Sweet. Okay. All right, cool. So, sleep is a thing that can happen. As soon as I can find my way out of this. Oh, man. We're good. We're good. So what I need to do, I need to put a platform underneath the Nautilus so that I don't end up leaking all over everything. Because that would be awkward. Oh, actually, I should just put those in my box, but okay. Right. Do I still have it here? Did I leave it? Maybe I put it downstairs. Okay. Somewhere here, I've got a box of stuff, so oops, down we go. All right, yeah, this is gonna be so good. I like it. All right, so I need those to work. Don't need the saddles for now, but I'm sorely tempted here to maybe drain an ocean monument. I've built like words. I've built words. Sometimes I can put them in order so they make sentences, and sometimes those sentences make sense. Today is not that day. Now, I've built guardian farms and stuff before, but usually I go with the shortcut method, where I just throw down some soul sand and push the guardians up. I don't think I've ever done the whole drain the farm thing. Okay, actually don't. So I might do that just for grins and giggles. And a Nautilus will make that significantly easier. Okay, cool. So now I can swap that out. Let's go get some sand. Put those blocks away. All right. Yeah, I should have sand. Fairly certain that I have sand. Do I have sand? Yes. Cool. All right, and then we may head back out to the coral reef to get, you know, coral. Because, you know, coral is fun. And it will look good. Some coral, some seagrass, you know, we'll get some good stuff happening out here. So okay. Yeah, I guess I can. Okay. You guys just need to stay down here, okay? Yep. Shelly and Carl, you're gonna love it here. You're gonna live down here forever. Whoa. Hi. Fortunately, I know I'm not gonna leak water over anything important. There's nothing fragile out that way anyway. Okay. So yeah, so let's go ahead and get some. Yeah, get some sea lanterns, some sea pickles in here. So that we've got some lights. Yeah. Ow. Hey, breathing. Breathing is a thing I should do. I mean, I don't have the fancy turtle helmet, but I do have respiration 3. And I forget that I can't actually breathe. Okay, so yeah, so we need some seagrass and we need some coral. So let's, okay, done with the sand, most of the sand. You saw the name on the helmet? Yeah, you know, it's accurate most days, you know. Okay, what am I doing? I'm going down. All right, so we're going to need some coral and we're going to need some seagrass. I think I'll just grab some bone meal. Okay, bones, there we go. Actually, I have bone blocks that are showing up over here now. Okay, that'll work. I don't know what I was trying to do. I'll just right click on these bones and they'll just magically turn into bone meal, right? That's how that works. Close, turns out. Yeah, I had all sorts of cool names on my green armor, and then I lost my green armor. Most of it. So I have to re-enchant and I have to get some new netherite. But I think I might go, because I've got the silence armor trim. Snoopers gave me a trim, and then I found one when I was raiding an ancient city. So I might put the silence trim on my other armor and just go with that. But I need to play with it a little bit first and see what I want it to look like. Okay. So I think what I want to do, let's come in here. We'll grab some of the blue coral. Oh yes, of course we're going to grab some of the purple Sprite. I'm not leaving here without purple coral. You know that. Purple coral, we got to get some of that. Yep, we'll grab some red. We'll grab a little bit of pink too. Okay, seagrass. Oh, shears. I need the shears for the seagrass. Cool. You know, it would be awesome. Inventory space. Okay. Where's my bone meal? There we go. And my shears. See? We got the stuff. Yes, purple is good. You know how it goes. Okay, we're not going to need a huge amount of that. Just some. I think I've got kelp back at my base, so I'm not too worried about that. I would like to pick up all of this stuff too. So, cool. I don't need all those arrows. Okay. Let's see. I don't know if there's any other coral I want to come out and get. Might as well get some more of the these blue fans. Oops. Let's try this again. This time with the silk touch. I do like the tube coral though. Okay. Yeah, once more with feeling. Exactly. I was when I was going through my MP3 collection here the other day, I ran into a number of tracks from the one episode of Buffy the Vampire Slayer that was Once More with Feeling. That was the musical episode. Okay. I think, is that this one? Or is it the purple one? Yeah, I think it's the purple one. Yep, that was fun. Okay. That's where you got the line from. Yes. Yep. Okay, we'll just grab a little bit of this. We've got a huge coral reef. I don't want to make big gaping holes in it, but I'm not worried about grabbing some of this. Okay. All right, I think this will be good. I don't think I need to go too much crazier here. And we're off. I've never actually watched the episode. I just have music from it. Yes, one of these days I will actually watch the Buffy the Vampire Slayer series. I think I've seen a couple of episodes of it. I wasn't very excited about it when I was younger. It was just a little bit, it was more, I think it was more violent than I was into. You've watched the whole thing? Yeah. Yeah, it was more violent than I was into at the time. Now I want all the violence. No, now it's just, I don't know. I may said want to take a look at it and see if it's a little bit more enjoyable for me. Okay, so we can put that away. Yep, we've got the 2 turtles. Early on was cheesy. Oh, you liked Angel. Yeah, I think I watched a little bit of Angel. Are you guys stuck on the... Hang on. Oh, you can't lead turtles. Darn it. Here, you guys, could you get off the thing? You'll like it better. Quit trying to climb the vines. Wonder if I could just... Yes, okay. Good. Yes. Yes. Good. Stay off the vines. If you quit trying to climb, you'll be better off. You'll be happier. Yeah. Here, see, look. I have seagrass. That's right. Come and get it. Okay. Yeah, I just didn't watch much of it. I was watched a little, wasn't overly thrilled with it. I said it was just an episode here and there, so I didn't catch any of the extra lore and stuff like that. Yeah, which is fine. But all right, so we're gonna come in with a little. I guess I could have just bone mealed this to get seagrass. Okay, so we'll drop some of this in place right here. Let's take some coral. Yeah, we'll grab a little bit of the pink. Actually, some of the blue might have been better, but that's all right. Also, I want to not drown, so we'll be working on that as a goal here today. All right, and I want to do, let's see. Got some of these purple bubble coral fans that I want to place down. Yeah, see, they look really cool on some of these other things. So we're gonna play with that some. All right, and yes, I will put down a little bit of purple. Yeah, this is doing all right. Seagrass. Yeah, we'll put just a little bit more seagrass in here. Just enough, you know, so they feel at home. I don't think I really need the kelp in here. Yeah. All right, that'll work. All right, so the next thing I need to do is get some brown terracotta and cover this up, but all right. Let's go do it. I don't know that I have coral sorted, so it may all just end up in the overflow, but it's okay. All right, so we'll throw that in there. All right, let's go get some brown terracotta. I found out the other day that Nathan Fillion had auditioned for the role of Angel and did not get it. He was talking. I don't know if you haven't seen it or heard it or whatever, but terracotta. But Nathan Fillion and is it the brown or is it the black? We'll take them both. Nathan Fillion and Alan Tudyk have a podcast called Once We Were Spacemen, which is all sorts of fun. He would have made a good angel? Yeah. But yeah, so the Once We Were Spacemen podcast was great. He made a great villain. Okay, yeah. I think I've seen a picture of him from Angel. He was like a priest or something. I don't know. Okay, up is this one. Yeah, not Angel, Buffy. Okay. Okay, cool. I'll have to take your word for it because I don't know these things. Okay, and that is the black terracotta. Okay. Hi. Okay, you guys get to hang out under there. You'll love it. He's a bad guy near the end of Buffy. Okay. There we go. Sweet. Take that out. Take out some of this rail. Oh, I should probably have had some empty buckets, huh? Okay, I can do this. I can do this. Sure. So if I take that out, then I can do that. Okay, look, no more water. Ah, darn it. Terracotta, it turns out, is really easy to break. Oh, that just looks cool. Look at my happy little Nautilus there. Yeah, look at you. Way to go, buddy. Yeah, aren't you cute and adorable? Okay, and what's cool about that, and the reason I use that aquarium tank, is that you can see it from over here, right? Now this still just has the white, smoky glass. Here it's a little more clear. But yeah, all the fun stuff there. Ah, wonderful. Okay, so got the lid on it. Wonderful. Yeah, because I think I saw a picture of Nathan Fillion, very young baby Fillion, with in the typical priest costume with black blood or something under his eyes, something weird like that. Because, something unpleasant had to happen to him. I could just take that out from the bottom. Do that. Except, okay, stop, don't. Okay, I didn't have anything there that was damaged by water, so yay. Okay, that was close to being a problem. Now, I am really curious. What happened to my other frogs? I had two. I only know where there's one. So, where did my other frog go? All right, so I'm going to turn on hitboxes here. So I know there was one frog that had been hanging out up here. Yeah, see, there's this guy. He's just hanging out up there. But where's the other one? Okay, we've got these guys doing their thing here. We've got the crystal cat. Oh, so you got hungry. Yeah, that's fair. It's that time of year again, This turtle who's just living his best life over here with the happy ghast. I might be short a frog. Well, that's not ideal. So the other frog, it could have done any number of things. It could have jumped down and ended up somewhere else in the base. Probably would have gotten himself injured in some unpleasant sort of way. Especially if it jumped down here. That's a long way down for a little frog. Yeah, I think... Is it up here with the trees, maybe? No, I think it just hopped up top and... Yeah. Okay, I might have to take out, like, this azalea tree or something. Maybe this one. I don't want to take out the trees. I like the trees. The trees are cool. But yeah, I might have to do something or put the frogs on leads. But, all right, well, that's annoying. But, hey, we now have our happy little Nautilus. And they get to enjoy life forever together. I hope they like each other, because if they don't, that's going to be sort of annoying for them. All right. So we've got our squid. We've got our guardians. All right. So what would be... I don't know what the next thing on my list to do is. It's not like I keep huge to-do lists or anything around. Okay, so that can go. Let's go and just throw the rail in. That can go in. All right. I have vague to-do lists, you know. Things to do vaguely. But I like this. I think I need to do a little bit more, a few more decorations and stuff in here. I don't know what exactly, but this is nice. Hi. You look cold. Skywalker, you go in there. And who are you? Stilty, you enjoy yourself. And Aragorn. There we go. You know, I've been reading the Aragon series here over the last few weeks. I'm about halfway through the fourth and last book. And despite being 3.5 books into the series, I still want to pronounce Aragon's name Aragorn. I will not change. It's just the way it is. It's been a fun series. It took till about the fourth book to really get into it, but it's been a fun series. There's something weird happening with my glass texture there. Not entirely sure what, but like you're getting the lines. Huh. I wonder if there's something weird with the mod. All right, so let's head down and okay, I can put this bed back. There are a couple more books in the universe. Oh, okay, so it's more than 4. Yeah, it's just the inheritance. I think it's just the inheritance saga they claim is 4 books. But okay, so we got those in. Let's actually grab a little bit more food, and we'll head down and I'll work on the spider cave a little bit. Yeah, I decided to read it because I was just looking for a book. What's available at the library? And they had there was the 3-volume set available, so I grabbed that. And there's a short story and a short series so far. Oh, and a couple. Plan for 2 or 3 books focusing on Murtaugh. Okay, I can see that. Yeah, so to get through that, I've got a handful of books also sitting on my wait list. So I'll finish this series, and I'm waiting for Dungeon Crawler Carl to show up. I'm also waiting for the Let Them theory, and I think I put the wait list on hold a little bit for what was it? The Anxious Generation. A couple of nonfiction books I've been wanting to read. Okay, so I need to come out. Let's see, so this is moss. That needs to come out, and I need one more there. Okay. So yeah, so those are next on my list. And they sound fun. So I'm trying to remember. The Anxious Generation talks a lot about phone usage, social media stuff, and youth in particular, but I think just about anybody. So it says your husband likes Dungeon Crawler Carl. Awesome. Yeah, I think I was on a Tango Tech stream when they were talking about it. Have I read We Are Legion, We Are Bob? I have not. I have not heard of that one actually. What's the? It does sound silly though, which I'm all about the weird and silly. If you didn't catch the podcast a couple of weeks ago, yeah, all about the weirdness. Saw at the bookstore last night. Okay. Oh, darn it! I'm out of the. Hang on, I have to get my haste back. Okay. Ah, this ore is going to slow things up. You can summarize on Discord. Okay, cool. Wow, look at all the gravel, which is good. I need gravel because concrete. Though I haven't been making as much concrete lately, so that's a thing. All right, so let's see. Get all of this. You know, I've got the beacon. Okay, cool. I don't know why I felt the need to go full-on decorative nonsense on this hallway out to the spider farm, but I did, and so we are. And it's great. Because we're getting all sorts of spider eyes and stuff, so it's absolutely wonderful. Okay. Hang on. Okay, cool. Curious to see what they say. Don't judge a book by its cover, but I am totally judging that book by its cover, and its cover looks cool. All right. Okay, and so yeah, so this is moss, and this is concrete. All right. Sweet. All right, so yeah, I found a good use for the orange concrete sitting back here behind all of that good stuff. Okay, also, I should probably, oh, you know what? I've got a thing here. I don't need my bow anymore. Ow. Okay, sure. Just because I dropped, 9 cubic meters of gravel on my head doesn't mean it shouldn't hurt. Oh, speaking of which, I was reminded actually last night about a movie I haven't seen in forever, but it's hilarious. It's called All of Me. And it stars Steve Martin and Lily Tomlin. And the premise is that Lily Tomlin is an old woman who is dying. And they have found she's found a way to transfer her mind into somebody else's body. And she's got a person all lined up who's volunteered for the process. And then something goes wrong, and she then ends up sharing a body with Steve Martin's character, who I guess is a lawyer or something. And it is weird, and Steve Martin does an amazing job of like there are parts where like Lily Tomlin's character controls like one side of his body and he controls the other. But of course, Steve Martin has to act this all out, and he does a crazy good job of doing it, of making it seem like he really is two people controlling the same body. It's hilarious. But I haven't seen it in decades. I just saw it on Tubi the other day. It's like, oh, this is cool. I don't need to take out this row. What the heck am I doing? What I'm doing is I'm digging out a row of stuff I don't need. That's what I'm doing. This row I need to do, though, because that needs to become moss. Or pale moss, actually. Yeah, this is 100%. Why the heck am I doing this? I don't know. Doing it anyway. Also, I think I need another shulker box. Okay, anyway, let's see. Snoopers posted a summary on Discord. Real Asian told by Dennis E. Taylor is the first book in the Bobaverse series. Okay, yes. Bob Johansson, a man who's, okay, sells a software company to get his head cryogenically frozen. Okay, that's fun. Wakes up later as an AI consciousness in a self-replicating space probe. Okay, it creates clones of himself to help. Oh, all right, fun. That definitely sounds like my breed of silly. All right, let's go ahead and get this in place. All right. Next step, moss. Oh, mossy moss. We moss, we moss, we moss, moss, moss. And then we moss. You thought of me for sure. Yeah. I definitely like weird stuff. I'm not necessarily one to say the weirder the better, but kinda. Sometimes I'm in the mood for something a little more serious. Hence the let them theory and the anxious generation. But yeah, I like. And that's why I ended up reading, what was the book? A Wizard's Guide to Defensive Baking. The title just caught me, and it was absolutely worth the weird. Boy, there's one. I wish I could remember the title now. It's like the guy was an accidental supervillain. Yeah, the story is his uncle or something dies and leaves him the family business. Turns out the family business is supervillainy. And it was fun. Okay. So we need orange terracotta, which basically goes up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So we're coming up 1, 2, 3. Oh, look, this shouldn't be here. Okay, and gravel. Nice. Again, with the gravel, but still. It's not killing me this time, so that's great. Oops. All right. I'm just going to run this way, and then I'll fill in the rest from the other end. That will make sense. Is it bugging me that there's a space underneath this terracotta? Yes. Yes, it is. Am I going to do anything about it? No. Nope. We're just gonna go with it. All right. Yeah, this is gonna be fun. We'll have a fun little decorative tunnel that leads to this really ugly cave and mildly ugly spider farm. So, you know. Oh, hi, look. There's some stone here. I have to take out a bunch of that, I think, just so I can walk along the top of this. Oh, but let's see. I don't think if there's anything else fun and exciting. Not especially. I don't know. I'll probably think of something. If I do, it'll end up in the supporter newsletter. Which, for those of you who want to know some more behind the scenes, what I'm planning to work on during the week, or just what's going on, and yeah, you can become a member at musicfreegaming.com, and you'll get the supporter newsletter, and it's fun and exciting. Yes, wife podcast. I am looking into that. That's gonna be a little time off, probably a month or so, maybe, because I'm going to spend today and probably some of next week getting the video done for a new Minecraft tutorial on my moss farm. But yes, the problem we have is actually getting the recording and recording it in a way that's going to sound good. So she's got a relatively decent mic. I mean, it's an okay mic. She's got a Blue Yeti, and the Yetis are okay. And this was I got that mic when they were still pretty okay, still decent mics. Apparently the quality of the Yeti has gone downhill since they got purchased by Elgato or Corsair or whoever's got them now. But the other problem we have is trying to set them up in such a way that I can record, we can get us both on camera, and not deal with horrendous echo and things like that, and not have to tear apart my streaming setup anytime we want to do a podcast together. So, yeah, there are some challenges to that. But I think it'll be fun. Because we get talking about stuff, and some of it's nerdy, and some of it's not, and some of it's just nerdy in different ways. I mean, my wife can go on about music forever. Because it turns out her degree is in music. Flute performance, actually. And when she was younger, before she came to college, she was a violinist in the Idaho Falls Symphony. So, you know, music is her jam, you know. But we have significantly different tastes in music. Or maybe more to the point, I have broader tastes in music than she does. I tend to like most of the music she likes. She doesn't like a lot of the other music that I like. Does that make sense? So yeah, it's something I want to do. She wants to do. You know, we've got all the fun. We just have to figure out how it's going to happen. So, all right. So I need. The ender chest is not going to be the place to find stuff. Okay, so done with that. I need more. Okay. I will need the pale moss, but that's there. I'm going to need more resin. Okay, that might be an issue. Okay, because let's see, how does this come back here? So yeah, it's 5 blocks of resin coming up this way. Right? And right here. Am I going to have to go hit the resin farm? Might. We'll see. We'll see how much resin I've got going on when we're done with this. But also would be nice if I actually filled in all the spaces that need, filling in. I know, weird, right? But it's true. So yeah, well, we definitely want to. She wants to. I want to have her on, and then the other fun is, how the heck do I edit that? My editing skills are weak. I'll say. When I edit the podcast now, mostly I'm just editing out those times when I cough or when I need to get a drink or something, So trying to do it in such a way that I can actually cut back and forth between both of us and do all that. That's definitely going to be a challenge. All right. Let's go see if I've got some more resin here somewhere. Okay. But yeah, it'll be fun. Those podcasts will certainly be longer. My regular podcasts tend to run about half an hour, give or take. But with the two of us, we'll probably end up going for an hour. But it'll be good. All right, let's see what I've got in the way of resin. Resin. Okay. I've got some blocks, which I would have to cook. All right. That's fine. I suppose I can cook those. Yeah. Oh, but it's... All right. We'll just cook those. This is going to take a minute. Hopefully I've got enough fuel for this. That would be a plus. But yeah, I've got some ideas. The good news is I think I've got another webcam that I can set up on our computer that's got fairly good quality. It was one I was using before, but I was having issues with it. I don't think the problem is the camera. I think the problem was... Windows. So I'm hoping if I set it up on her computer, it'll be fine. And then I actually do have another studio light that I can set up so we can get some good lighting for her. So it's a thing. We've got some hopefully some good plans. I should look in there and see if I've got enough fuel, but not that. That's silly. Yeah, where? Yeah, because I think the fuel chest is empty. That's that side. Hang on. Let's avoid the other minecart. Yeah, okay. Looks like I've got plenty of fuel. So this should be okay. Yeah, we're starting to get bamboo planks in here, which is fabulous. Yeah, that's actually really good. Because that means the bamboo farm is now chugging along. I've got all of the chests in there that I need. Now, each plank cooks 1.5 items. So you do better. It's more efficient if you're, cooking more things. But if you're not, that's okay too. Because if it ends up only cooking one item, you're not really losing out much. So it's slightly more efficient in some ways, a little bit less so in others, but it is, if you're doing more than one thing, it's more efficient than just using bamboo, I think is how the math works. Okay. Unfortunately, it's a little bit noisy because you get this trap door that chugs and stuff. Yeah, it's just checking to see if there's stuff in the minecart and giving it enough time to pull in items out of this chest so that it can completely fill this furnace array. Wow, that's annoying. Now, is it one? Oh, it's 4. Okay. That's good. Okay, so this is definitely not going to be enough, but we're getting closer. Because it's going to be 5 times each, or almost maybe it's like 10 times each section there. So I'm going to need at least a stack of brick walls plus another, I don't know, 8 or 10 just bricks. Okay, which is fine. Can make that happen. It just means we're going to sit here and wait for a minute. Let's see. I'm trying to think what else is happening. Oh, sorry. Stretch. Isn't much. It's snowing here, or at least it was when I went to take my bio break. You know, it wasn't snowing a lot. There was light dusting on the ground, which is good. Except that I have to go out in it. Even worse, I have to work on my car in this weather. Because I don't have a garage. I want a garage, man. We were looking at Zillow the other day because my wife is obsessed at looking at Zillow and looking at some houses in town that it's like, oh, this has a garage. It's got a big garage. This would be great. Yeah, it would be great. But I have to replace the battery in one of my cars because it died. And I'm not looking forward to doing that in the cold. You know, strangely enough, not generally a fan of working on the car in the cold. But can't imagine not having a garage. Yeah. I miss it. I mean, I had one. My dad's house had a garage. House I grew up in. But when we bought this house, it didn't have a garage. It had a driveway, which was at least a plus. Okay. This will be enough. I think we'll let this... we'll get another couple of sets here for the blocks, and I think we'll go back down and finish. But man, we've been in this house for 25 years, and I've missed having a garage for most of those days. Because it's just so nice, you know? But no. Been working out cleaning out your garage. It's got to be a storage monster. That's fair. My dad's garage was like that. He had a 2-car garage, but only 1 car. So he would park his Jeep on one side, and then the other side was everything. Bunch of stuff. But I think it would be nice to have... You want to put a small gym in there? Yeah. It gets too cold here in winter for us to do something like that. But I could. If there was an area that could get sectioned off that a space heater would take care of. That might not be a bad idea. Oh, good. The iron farm, or the slime farm is working. Yeah, you go get them. Yeah, get those slime. Yeah, it turns out there's a slime chunk right here. And, yeah, so that's awesome. All right. But we've decided when we move, and we don't know when we're going to, it's just whenever we have the money and inclination. The cold motivates you to move. Well, when it gets to be like 20 below outside in the Fahrenheits, that's a little bit just too stupid to want to be outside. So, you know. Okay. Yeah, let's get this up. All right, yeah, I think that's good. Sweet. Oh, you're on your... Yeah, the cold is the motivation to exercise. But yeah. So, you know, so we've talked about that. It's like, oh yeah, I'd love a house with a garage and maybe a place where we could set up a little workout room of some sort or other. Of course, that would involve actually having some form of exercise equipment, or at least a place where, you know, we can spread out a yoga mat or something. Okay, so I need 15, 18 or so. That furnace is probably chugged out a few more, so let's go take a look. Yeah. Yeah, so I want to decorate all of this too. Get this bamboo farm looking better. But yeah, we're starting to get chests, we're starting to get fuel. It's awesome. Okay. It is nice to be able to just come down and pick up chests if you need them. Yeah, there's the new tree farm. I haven't decided if I want to try to build a TNT powered tree farm. You know, I don't do duping, so okay. What was it? Oh yeah, fuel. I don't do duping, so I'd have to rig that out and collect a bunch of sand for TNT. As we all know, gunpowder is not a problem. I have more than enough gunpowder. But yeah, it would be nice. On the other hand, we also got looking at the very expensive houses, and it's like, oh, this one has a hot tub? Well, yeah, absolutely. Yes, we'll do that. Its daughter's laptop can't open. Ew. I mean, I could see some benefits to that, but also, that's annoying. Oh, and hinge issues are the worst because they never get better. Right? Either you do finally get it open, and then you can never close it again. Right? Or it snaps the hinge and all sorts of bad things happen. Or such a pain. Never used Best Buy for repairs. You know, they're actually not bad. They're not bad. They're fairly reliable. And if your laptop's under warranty, should be fairly straightforward to take care of. If it's not under warranty, it still should be fairly straightforward to take care of. If it's one that they can get the parts for. Okay, so wall that up. I have not used them. I've talked to people who have, and they've been okay. Again, nothing. You know, I wouldn't take anything to them. Well, I wouldn't take anything to them because the nearest Best Buy to me is like 100 miles. But also, I know how to do computer repair, except for things like hinges and stuff. But yeah, how long is going to probably depend on whether or not they need parts. Just like any sort of repair like that, it's like, can you get the parts that you need to do the repair? Okay, 2, 3, go. Now I think the plan here, this might come out, and I may turn this and bring this way. Okay, but for now, this is what it is. Those are panes. Awesome. Okay. Okay, and then the frog lights go in there. Okay. Nice. So what I forgot. There was a nice easy way of doing this, and I forgot what it was. Okay. Probably, let's see, glass. Yeah, so I think the frog lights first. Your other kid got Vaseline to melt into her laptop keyboard. No, that's not ideal for keyboards. They don't like it when you do that. I was looking for something. Oh yeah, frog lights. Vaseline in a keyboard, man, that's just not good at all. An eventful few days. Yeah, I should say so. Dang, man. Okay. Yeah, because I mean, I could understand maybe wanting to try to lubricate your keyboard keys, but that is not the way to do it, you know? Okay. All right, so that's cool. I think, was I going to wax those? I can't remember. I think I was going to wax those, and I didn't have the wax on me. All right, we'll have to deal with that at a later time. Cool. All right. Okay, you know, I could... Okay. Just realized I still had the flashback going. We can be done with that. So what tunnel is this? Okay, so this tunnel leads down to the spider farm. So... Oh, hang on. We've got more slime. Yep, I'm going to have to set up an actual slime farm here. So, let's see. The easiest way to do that is actually from this way. So from my from my base, if you go down the one leg that leads to where the sniffers are. What is this? The east side where this big portal is. So there's the bamboo farm. Just swing over here. And then you can drop down this way. And this heads out to a spider farm. Sniffers. Yes, they're totally sniffers. They're really tall, skinny sniffers, it turns out. Boy, I got that name wrong all the different ways, didn't I? Where did I put the glass? There it is. Glass and bars. Awesome. Yeah, no, the striders. Yeah, those are words. I have them. Yep. Baby sniffers. Yeah, that's it. Oh, right. This is the pain. Pun 100% not intended. which is weird because I usually intend my puns. Now, this was an unintentional pun, and those are sometimes the most painful. And they punish you deep inside your mind, and that's sad. Or, you know, just particularly silly and fun. One of the two. Take your pick, really. I could actually just do these two at a time. That would make some sense too. But, you know, nothing I'm doing here makes sense. So, you know, we'll go with it. Yeah, very painful. Yep. Sorry, we'll get these in place. And then, so we'll get these, we'll get the iron bars going through here. Yeah, see, I'm not one of those people who typically decorates his farms or the pathways to them, but I am today, and it's just weird. Okay. Yeah, sadly, I do not have a pun command. The best you are going to get is the jokes, which sometimes are punny. Okay. Those bars in place. All of them. Yep, thank you. This goes a lot faster when I'm not having to design it at the same time. Yeah, it definitely sounds like I need to stop here soon anyway, because adulting. But my voice is starting to go. So let's see how much of this I can get done. Most of it, probably. This isn't a difficult aspect to this. I like this little notch that shows up here. It just adds some fun depth to the to that column. It's one thing I've never been particularly good at in Minecraft is getting depth into my builds. It's like, yeah, well, basically like this. This wall is basically just a flat wall. And it's hard for me sometimes to build things in such a way that you get depth and visual interest as far as not just color, but shape. So this is just one of those things that's like, if I could find fun ways of adding depth and texture without doing things that are really crazy, I like it. Okay. Speaking of I like it, I've got some ideas for a couple of extra sounds to go in for the stream for various events. I just need to get them added. Also, I might be really close to having a cheese monkeys emote. I've got to keep playing with it a little bit and see, but I'm really close. Okay, stream joke. Hear about the new restaurant called Karma? There's no menu. You get what you deserve. Okay. I guess I do have some honeycomb. Okay. Where did I put it? You deserve pizza. Man, pizza sounds so good. Where did all of my... Oh, there's my pale oak. I like pizza. I want pizza. So we went out for some good Mexican last night, and I'm always a fan of good Mexican. That's just... As a Canadian, you feel you deserve poutine. Well, that's fair. So what is the best gravy to put on poutine? Like when you want to get your potatoes and cheese curds out, what gravy do you want to put that on your poutine? I ask partly because I've been tempted to try to make it myself. And yeah, I'll let Sprite, if you want to describe what poutine is, you can probably do it better than I can. Yeah, French fries, cheese curds covered in gravy. It's basically a Canadian heart attack. But it sounds delicious. And I love to try it, but I don't know what a good gravy to go on it would be. Is it just like a regular brown gravy, or is it like a turkey gravy, or what is the gravy of choice for the discerning Canadian who? Okay, I think I need to be sure that stays well lit. Okay. I mean, I'm fairly certain it's not a sausage, a white country gravy. You're a French fry purist. That's fair. Now, for me, French fries, I either eat them plain or with barbecue sauce. There isn't a lot of in between. Or, you know, with chili. Chili cheese fries are pretty amazing. That's not what goes there. And it could be either, you know, your typical beanie chili, or it could be green chili. Either is great. Okay, how are we doing on lights levels? Looking pretty okay here. Okay. The gravy is flexible. It's the cheese curds that make the poutine. Okay. Yeah, cheese curds are not something that typically see around here. The closest I might be able to get would be like, I mean, cottage cheese would kind of suck. Maybe some mozzarella. Okay. So what else? Oh, I need pale oak logs. Do I have them? Do I have pale oak logs? It's the last thing to finish at least the walls, because I don't know what's going to go on the ceiling yet. But let's get the pale oak logs. We'll get those in place. One must venture to Wisconsin. Yeah. Wisconsin or Canada, apparently. Gonna get your cheese curds, okay? Gonna be okie dokie. I can't do a Wisconsin accent. That's just not in my repertoire. All right. Right. Pale oak. I must seek out the pale oak logs, which I probably have. I probably have a few. Pale oak. Awesome. Yeah. More than that? Do I not have more than that? Okay. You're from Minnesota. You can do a great accent. Yeah, yeah. Best ones to get are the ones that have a sort of squeak to them. Yeah, I've heard that. I've actually don't. I was watching? Might have been Wells Night, actually. Ah, there's more. Who was talking about getting poutine at up in Wisconsin. And he said, yeah, parts of Wisconsin, it's like at Culver's, I think it was. You can get amazing poutine. In other parts of Wisconsin, they use substandard cheese curds that are not squeaky. And it's just not nearly as good. So, yeah. Yeah, definitely something I have been really curious about. You wish you had Culver's out there. Culver's is starting to move into Colorado, but it will probably be 2097 before we've got one here in the middle of nowhere where I live. Which is probably a good thing, because last thing I need is more fast food. Okay, damn, go. All right. Okay, I just need to be sure I actually did put the torch in there just to, so it's not a dark spot. Okay, there are only certain places you want dark spots, and that's not one of them. Okay. Yeah, I said I don't know what I'm going to do for the ceiling of this. Right, I could just take it with pale moss and just run pale moss all the way across the top, or some stone. And okay, this looks a little bit funky because the andesite lines up with the stone here, but not here. So that's just a little funky, but yeah, some form of gray or something. It's all right. Now you're craving poutine. Yep. Yep, that's how that works. Okay. Grab those. Grab those. Boy, those cobwebs really disappear when you get looking straight up and down on them. All right. Well, that hall's looking better. Obviously, the end of it's stupid, and I don't have a ceiling on it, but this is a fun little walkway to meander down. Okay. Yeah, so this is fun. Yeah, I need to sit down and see if I can work out a cobweb farm. Because it's totally doable. You just have to figure out all of your timing and stuff. And that's not entirely sure what the best ways of handling that. Okay, but on the plus side, do we have a plus side? Yeah, there's a plus side. Okay, this is good. Yeah, cobweb farms. So what you can do now is you can brew a potion of weaving, which is, add a cobweb to a potion. You can't get them at spawn yet. But I'm working on that. Because I really want to have all of the ingredients so that we can go to the to that spawn potion brewer and just brew anything. So I'm going to be designing up farms and stuff for a lot of the potion ingredients. But yeah, so you throw a potion of weaving at something, and then when it dies, it generates cobwebs just in and around it. Like, so, and you see that when you go into a trial chamber, sometimes you'll get hit by a potion of weaving. Well, what you can do is you can basically set a lay on fire, or you use water or something, but get them so they're always taking damage. Throw an infested potion at them so they generate silverfish. And then you can periodically splash a big bunch of silverfish with weaving potions and then drop them. And you drop a few at a time or whatever so that they spawn out the webs, and then you are just sitting there farming the webs with your shears. Okay, that was cool. Anyway, you're a villain. Yeah, I know, right? But it's really cool. So, and you can do the same thing with slime. If you hit them hit the silverfish with an oozing potion instead of a weaving potion, you get slimes that generate. Okay, and then the slimes you can then dispatch however you choose to dispatch them. But then, of course, you get slime. So you don't need to dig out big slime chunks. You just have to get you just get a couple of slime blocks so you can start your potions, and then you go from there. So it's really cool. I like the I like it. I've just never built one of the farms, so I'm gonna be playing with that. It's gonna be great. But that is going to be a problem for future me. That's 100% a problem for future me. Present me needs to go adulting. So let's, because adulting is fun and something or whatever. But I do want to thank all of you for hanging out with me today. It's been a lot of fun. I'm so excited. We got the Nautilus. That was great. Have a good adulting. Yes, absolutely. Speaking of good adulting, I want to thank my supporters over there at musicfreegaming.com. You are all awesome and amazing and all of that good stuff. Next stream should be Tuesday, 6 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. So be sure to like, subscribe, follow, turn on notifications, whatever you need to do so you remember that the stream is happening. And, of course, you have to rearrange your life around mine because that's just how this works, right? No, I hope to see you there if you can make it. If not, enjoy your levels of adulting or whatever. But until next time, be excellent to each other. And this is Music Free Gaming signing off.